The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Book summary in under 4 minutes. In the authoritarian nation of Panem, the wealthy capital controls 12 impoverished districts through fear, scarcity, surveillance, and an annual televised competition called the Hunger Games. Each district must send 2 teenagers into an arena where only one is expected to survive. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen lives in District 12 and supports her mother and younger sister by hunting illegally outside the district fence. When her sister is selected for the games, Katniss volunteers in her place. She is sent to the capital with Peeta Mellark, a baker's son who once helped her family during a desperate time. In the capital, the contestants are transformed into entertainment. Their clothing, interviews, training, and personalities are packaged for an audience that treats suffering as spectacle. Katniss's instinct is to survive, but her public image becomes just as important as her physical ability. Peeta reveals that he has long cared for her, creating a romantic storyline that may be sincere, strategic, or both. Inside the arena, Katniss relies on patience, observation, and knowledge of the natural world. She avoids direct confrontation when possible and gradually recognizes that the games are designed not merely to kill, but to force victims to accept the capital's rules. Her friendship with Rue, a younger contestant, becomes a turning point. Katniss responds to cruelty with compassion, making a small act of dignity feel like political resistance. A rule change appears to allow 2 contestants from the same district to win, leading Katniss and Peeta to cooperate. Katniss cares for him, though she remains uncertain how much of their romance is real and how much is performance. When the capital reverses the rule at the final moment, the pair refuse to turn on each other. Their shared defiance forces the authorities to declare them both winners, rather than lose control of the spectacle. Katniss returns home alive, but survival has made her politically dangerous. What she viewed as an act of desperation is interpreted by others as rebellion. The capital cannot easily punish her without weakening its own image, yet it also cannot ignore the possibility that oppressed people may see her refusal as proof that authority can be challenged. The novel is less about the mechanics of a deadly contest than about power, propaganda, inequality, and the moral cost of turning suffering into entertainment. The capital maintains control by dividing communities, controlling resources, and encouraging citizens to watch rather than resist. Katniss threatens that system because she repeatedly chooses loyalty and empathy over the role assigned to her. The story also questions whether public identity can remain separate from private truth. Katniss performs affection to survive, but the performance changes her relationships and makes it difficult to know where strategy ends and genuine feeling begins. Peeta, by contrast, is determined to preserve a sense of self, even when the system tries to reduce him to a character. The Hunger Games ultimately argues that authoritarian power depends not only on force, but on participation, distraction, and fear. Resistance can begin with something small: refusing humiliation, honoring another person's humanity, or declining to accept the choices imposed by those in control.